Planet of the Lawn Gnomes by R.L. Stine. Welcome. You are most wanted. Come in. I'm R.L. Stine. Welcome to the Goosebumps office. I hope you didn't have trouble finding it. Did you follow my directions? Turn left at the third open grave and follow the path through the quicksand pits. You might think a graveyard is a strange place for an office, but I need a lot of quiet to think. And the only noise here is the sound of dead people not breathing. Well, sit down. Just move those eyeballs out of your way. Yes, I know they're still warm and wet. I keep meaning to return them to their owners. No, they're not looking at you. Turn them the other way if they make you nervous. Don't worry about the giant scorpion. That's Louie. He's been my pet ever since he ate my dog. It's okay, he only craves flesh when he's hungry. I can't remember. Did I feed him today? Hey, don't pay any attention to those screams. Sometimes the torture chamber upstairs gets a little busy. You'll get used to it. Yes, this is where I write all the Goosebumps books. Cozy, isn't it? Why is my laptop covered in fur? I don't know. It didn't have fur when I bought it. Maybe I downloaded some kind of virus. Check out that poster by the window. See those cute lawn gnomes with their furry, funny pointed hats and their overalls and vests? The adorable painted faces? Well, guess what? They're not so cute. They may be small, but they can make big trouble. Yes, that's a wanted poster. Those gnomes are wanted for being some of the most ghoulish, most evil villains in Goosebumps history. Why am I shaking like this? I'll tell you the truth. Even I get scared when I think back to the creepiest, crawliest, grossest villains of all time. I hope you're ready to be terrified, because I'm going to reveal their stories to you. Yes, here comes the most wanted bad guys starring in the most wanted Goosebumps books. Let's start out with these grinning, glowing-eyed lawn gnomes. A boy named Jay Gardner can tell you all about them. Jay can tell you about the horrifying nights he spent because of these frightening statues. They can't come to life, right? Well, that's what Jay thought, at first. They're too cute to be evil? Maybe you won't think that after you read Jay's story. Maybe when you learn what Jay discovered late at night, you will understand why the lawn gnomes are most wanted. Chapter 1. I know I'm supposed to be careful. I know I'm supposed to be good. But sometimes you have to take a chance and hope that no one is watching. Otherwise, life would be totally boring, right? My name is Jay Gardner. I'm 12 and sometimes I can't help it. I like a little excitement. I mean, dare me to do something. And it's done. It's just the way I am. I'm not a bad dude. Sure, I'm in trouble a lot. I've been in some pretty bad trouble. But that doesn't mean I'm a criminal or anything. Check out these big blue eyes. Are these the eyes of a criminal? No way. And my curly red hair and the freckles on my nose? You might almost call me cute, right? Okay, let's not get sickening about it. My sister Kayla calls me Jaybird because she says I'm as cute as a bird. Kayla is totally weird. Besides, she has the same red hair and blue eyes, so why pick on me? Okay, I felt this temptation come on. You know what that is. Just a strong feeling that you have to do something that you maybe shouldn't do. I gazed up and down our street. No one around. Good. No one to watch me. The summer trees' leaves shimmered in the warm sunlight. The houses and lawns gleamed so bright, I had to squint. I stepped into the shade of Mr. McClatchy's front yard. McClatchy lives in the big old house across the street from us. He's a mean dude, and everyone hates him. He's bald and red-faced and as skinny as a toothpick. He wears his pants way up high so the belt is almost up to his armpits. He yells at everyone in his high, shrill voice. He's always chasing kids off his lawn, even new kids like Kayla and me. He's even mean to our dog, the sweetest golden lab who ever lived, Mr. Phineas. So I had an idea to have a little fun. Of course it was wrong. Of course it wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. But sometimes when you see something funny to do, you just have to take a chance. Am I right? That morning, I saw some guys in green uniforms doing work on the tall trees in McClatchy's front yard. When they went home, they left a ladder leaning against a tree. I glanced up and down the street again. Still no one in sight. I crept up to the ladder and grabbed its sides. I slid it away from the tree trunk. The ladder was tall but light, not hard to move. Gripping it tightly by the sides, I dragged it to the front of McClatchy's house. I leaned it against the wall. Then I slid it to the open window on the second floor. Breathing hard, I wiped my sweaty hands on the legs of my jeans. "Sweet," I murmured. "When McClatchy comes home, he'll see the ladder leaning up against the open window, and he'll totally panic. He'll think a burglar broke into his house." The idea made me laugh. I have a weird laugh. It sounds more like hiccuping than laughing. Whenever I laugh, my whole family starts to laugh because my laugh is so strange. Well, actually, Mom and Dad haven't been laughing with me much lately. Maybe I've done some things that aren't funny. Maybe I've done some things I shouldn't have. That's why I had to promise to be good and stay out of trouble. But the ladder against the open window was definitely funny. And it wasn't such a bad thing to do, right? Especially since McClatchy is the meanest, most hated old dude in the neighborhood. Still laughing about my joke, I turned and started down the driveway. McClatchy has a tall hedge along the bottom of his yard. It's like a wall. I guess he really wants to keep people out. At the end of the driveway, his mailbox stood on a tilted pole, and as I passed it, I saw the trash cans in the street. The trash was bulging up under the lids, and it gave me another cool idea. Working fast, I pulled open the mailbox, lifted the lid off a trash can, and started to stuff trash into McClatchy's mailbox. Yes! A greasy bag of chicken bones, a crushed soup can, some gooey yellow stuff that looked like puke, wet newspapers, more soup cans. I imagined McClatchy squeaking and squealing in his high voice when he opened the mailbox and found it jammed with disgusting garbage. What a hoot! I started to laugh again, but quickly stopped. A choking sound escaped my throat. Whoa! Someone watching me? 2 people watching, half hidden by the tall hedge? I froze. They stood side by side, staring right at me. I knew they saw everything. Everything! A chunk of moldy cheese and a clump of newspaper fell from my hands. I staggered back from the mailbox. Caught. I was totally caught.